Good morning, students. Are you there? Hello. Yes, good morning. Megashri, Kanika, Navya, okay, Kajal, Pavitra, all of you. Okay, good morning. There are others. Still 3 minutes are there. We have 3 minutes. Yeah. Deepika, good morning. So first of all, I want to thank you all for your Teachers' Day wishes. Right? After that, I couldn't meet you, I think. Very nicely you wished me, Dhriti and all of you, Deepika, everybody. So that's a nice thing for you for wishing me a nice way of Teachers' Day. Thank you so much. Okay. So we are having biotechnology information we have started, right? So what did I tell you about the biotechnology requirements? Prakriti, you are late today a bit. Good morning. Yeah. So we spoke about biotechnology. Overall procedure, what we do is we are going to take one part of the DNA from one desired gene from one of the organism. Yeah, it was a wrong with password. Huh? Okay, it's okay, no issues. Still you are early, right? So you are going to take one gene of the desired type from one organism and combine with the another genome of another organism, and you are going to have the combination or recombination of DNA forcibly. We call that as DNA hybrid, or we call that as a recombinant DNA. Did you get it? Right. So let me give you some background about this. So that's why I'm giving you some background, because biotechnology you need to have background always because it's a technical subject. Okay. Fine. So we have a desired gene. Imagine, for example, you have a plant which is having beautiful flowers. Imagine, but its fruits are useless. So what we do is the gene required for the flower formation we analyze in the cell, manipulate it, cut it using restriction in the nucleases. Maybe you have another plant where the fruits are very nice. We can insert that into the fruits, or maybe one plant has yield more, one plant has disease resistance more, so we can take the genes and combine them. Then you get the hybrid. We call that as a genetic hybrid, or we call it as a recombinant DNA. This technology is called recombinant DNA technology. It works on two different enzymes. What are the enzymes? Restriction in the nucleus, that are the cutting enzymes, and ligase enzyme, that are the joining enzymes. Two enzymes it works. Good. Two enzymes it will work on. One cuts, it's called the molecular scissor because it cuts the DNA, and the one that binds the DNA is called the molecular glue, or we call the molecular stitch or stitchers. Got it? So ligase is called the molecular stitcher, it stitches. And what is the molecular scissor? Which is molecular scissor? Which is molecular scissor? Scissor is what? Yeah, RNA. Okay. So last class I told you about the restriction sites. So RNA is a type of nuclease enzyme that cut the DNA at restricted points. What are those restricted sites? Restriction sites are DNA. Which one we call as a restriction site? ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ restriction sites ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Palindrome sequence of nitrogen bases. ಬರೀ palindrome ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲ ಮಲಯಾಳಂನು palindrome sequence ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, but ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲ. Palindrome sequences of nitrogen bases you should write. Okay, those containing the palindrome sequences of nitrogen bases, right? Nitrogen bases that read same from 5' to 3' end on one strand and 5' 3' end on another strand. That is called the palindrome. It's not a mirror image. Like mirror image ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. Palindrome sequences containing the same nitrogen bases on both the strands. In 5' to 3', they read the same bases on both. Are you getting it? This is what we call it as the restriction endonuclease enzymes. Okay. See, today also see already 31, only 83 members are there. Is it like a film show? You are slowly coming and entering. When the whenever you feel like happy, you will come and enter. Don't do that. A lot of things will be missing, right? So after this time, I will put them in the waiting room. If you come late, I will create a waiting room. You wait for 10 minutes. And if you are very happy, if you are really eager, you will stay there and you will be coming back. So don't be late because so interest you should have, right? It's not that I am coming in the class and waiting for you to enter the class. Do you know that it looks like that, right? Your inner interest should be there to come to the class, right? See, slowly people are coming, oh, 87, 89, and then 90, 100. So do you feel this is good for you? See, so many are entering now. It's very odd actually for me, right? Because whatever I explain now, it's gone and you think that, oh, someday I will watch the video. This is what you are thinking. But what happens is watching video will not be that effective when you are in the class directly, right? So in the class, what you can react is very nice. Okay. So palindrome sequences are the nitrogen bases that read same nitrogen bases on both the strands in 5' to 3' direction. This is what you call the palindromic sequences. Okay. Then these will cut to produce either blunt cuts or blunt ends, or they cut to produce the sticky ends. Two things are there. So what are the blunt cuts? Any idea? What are the blunt cuts? I'll switch on the light. What do you mean by blunt cuts? The cut at the center of the sequence so that there are no free nitrogen bases left. All of them are having paired bases. So blunt cuts will not be that useful in genetic engineering like that of the sticky cuts. So sticky cuts are those, that cut not only at the end, wherever they cut, they produce some free nitrogen bases, right? Nitrogen bases are free with their hydrogen bonds open, so that another complementary base, if it comes, it will bind to it and form a complementary base pairing. That is forming one hybrid. So this is what we call it as sticky cuts. Sticky cuts are more useful, okay, than the blunt cuts, okay, with the hydrogen bonds which are free. Good. So now I'll give you some of the examples which we often use in genetic engineering or recombinant technology, and they are named after the bacteria from which they synthesized. Like R1 is E. coli bacteria. R1 is a restriction nucleus first invented, right? Like that R2, R3 and all are there. Means from E. coli, first those who obtain it, they will write as R1. Those who obtain later, second, they are the R2. Third one, R3, like that. Okay. So that's how you name. First one indicate the name of the bacteria. Second is the indication of invention series, the time lapse. Based on the time you are going to write the names of it. Did you get it? Understood this? Okay, fine. So some of their cutting sites I am going to give you. Just watch it on the board. Some of them are written. How to remember, I'll tell you now. Okay. See, I have written here first one, R1, I have written GAA. That means this strand 5' to 3', and another strand here is 5' to 3'. This is GAA here. Remember, these are the things you can write. So it becomes TTC, TTC. At least you remember this. The first three you remember, other things you can understand. So R1 has the cutting site, RN site, GAA, TTC, GAA, TCC. It will cut at this point, like this. Okay. This will result in the formation of AA, TTC, and there will be only G here. Okay, these are free. Plus another strand will be, here it is G, here we have C, T, T, A, A. Free nitrogen base. It's like this. These are the two branches formed, two sticks stitched areas formed. Did you understand? So you have to remember only GAA, then you can remember other things easily. The same way hind 3. Second one I am writing. Hind 3. It will be having GG. Okay. Just now I had written it. In your book we have mentioned all these. Okay. You remember only AAG. Okay. It's reverse of this. 5 prime, 3 prime. So what you will write here? 5 prime, AAG. So here it is CTT. This is CTT. Okay. Like this. It cuts it at this point. Okay. Resultant are AGCTT. You should remember this. And this side only A. Plus another one is here it is only A. Here we have TTCGA. These are the two strands formed. Okay. This is how we call it a sticky cut. So this is sticky cuts. Understood? So another one I'll give you later. First you write the eco sites. This is the neat part. Neat part they will ask you which are the cutting sites. You have to by heart this. GAA. At least first 3 you remember, other things you can write. You know it's palindrome sequence. One side GAA right, that side you write GAA. You write a complementary basis. Understood? So this you have to by heart with respect to the name of the enzyme. Write down various cuts. By REN and the REN sites. Various cuts of REN and their REN sites. And their REN sites. Write them. 2 of them what I written, you draw them. How do they cut and all you will know. You write this, I'll tell you the naming later. First you write the cutting sites, I'll tell you naming. Okay, otherwise you write what is the way how they name it. Write down. REN enzymes are named based on the type of organism and the time of invention. Correct? REN enzymes are named based on the type of organism and the time of invention. Okay, with that heading only you write. Later I'll tell you, give you this. Next point. The first letter of REN comes from the genus of organism. The first letter of organisms comes from the genus of the organism. The second two letters come from the species. Second two letters come from the species of that microbe. So first one genus, eco, E andre genus Escherichia. CO is coli, so CO, coli, 3 letters. I'm sorry. Next, right, the fourth letter is in capitals, numbers, is in capital numbers, derived from the strain, of microorganism. So E, C, O, eco, no? R, no? The strain of the microorganism. Fifth number comes from the order of discovery. I repeat, first you write this. Fifth number comes from the order of discovery, written in Roman letter. Okay, I repeat, listen. The last sentence, all right. The fourth letter is in capitals and it is derived from the strain of microorganism. Strain of microorganism. Then the fifth letter is in Roman letter and shows the order of discovery. Order of discovery. Okay. Listen, one example I'll give you. Here we are written eco R1, right? Eco R1. E is Escherichia, correct? Escherichia. CO is coli. E bantu, CO bantu. RY is strain. It is a strain. And 1 is the discovery time, when they discovered in order of discovery. Actually, it is RY13 strain. Eco R1 andre E is the genus. These two words are species. If you want to just write down, for example, Escherichia coli RY13 and order of discovery is 1. First enzyme. E genus, CO species, first letter, second, third letter. Fourth is this R is taken, this strain. R is taken, this R strain. Then 1 is the first discovered. Write it slightly. You elaborate and write it to understand it clearly. Bhadra, did you understand what I'm saying? Second one should be hint 3. First one ಮುಗಿಸೋಣ ಇರ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಓಡಬೇಡ ಪುಟ್ಟ ನೀನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರೀರಿ ಮುಂದಿಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ 2 ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಈಕೋ R1 ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಹಂಗೆ ಈಕೋ R2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್. ಈ ಕೊಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡನೇ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಈಕೋ R2. ಈ ಕೊಲೈಲಿ ಮೂರನೇ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಈಕೋ R3. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಈ ಕೊಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಹಿಂಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಿಂಡ್ 1, ಹಿಂಡ್ 2, ಹಿಂಡ್ 3, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬ್ಯಾಮ್ 1, ಬ್ಯಾಮ್ 2, ಬ್ಯಾಮ್ 3 ಹಾಗೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದ್ಯಾ? ಇದಾದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹಿಂಡ್ 3 ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದೊಂದು ಬೇರೆ ಸೀರೀಸ್. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC G ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC G ಎಲ್ಲೂ 1 2 3 4 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC H ಎಲ್ಲೂ 1 2 3 ಇರ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಹಂಗೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡು, ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಹಿಂಡ್ 3 ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಸೀರೀಸ್. ಈಕೋ R1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಈಕೋ R2 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, R3 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, R4 ಹಂಗೆ. 2000 B is in small letter. ಎಲ್ಲೋ B small letter. ಈಕೋದಾ? ಈಕೋ should be small letter. ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಈಕೋ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಬರದ್ರ? ಹಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರದ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದ್ ಸಾಕು. ಈಗ ಕಟಿಂಗ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವೆರಡು ಬರೀರಿ. ಈಗ ಅವನ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಎರಡನ್ನು, ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಬರದ್ರ? ಎರಡು ಬರದ್ರ? ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಮೂರನೇದೊಂದು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್, ಜಾಗ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಈಗ. ಮೂರನೇದು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಮೂರನೇದು BAM. ಬರೀತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಪೆನ್. BA Bram H1. So it is almost reverse to that of the our E. coli GGA. So if I write GGA, what you will write the remaining? Write full sentence, full sequence you write. Let me see. Full sequence without synonym. GGA ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು? GGA TCC 5' to 3'. ಬರೀ ನೋಡೋಣ 5' to 3' ಈ ಸೈಡ್ 5' to 3' ಆ ಸೈಡ್. So you need to write the 5' to 3' direction GGA. Then other side should be, what's the other side? What do you have to write? The next one, it is GGA. Then you should write TCC. TCC. Then what next? You must write this side GGA TCC. Here GAA TCC. 5', 3', 5', 3'. Write it. Bharadra? Yeah. GGA CTT CCT. Hey, CCT alla tappo. Jruti. GAA ಈ ಕಡೆ GAA. So here TTC. La GGA GGA. It is TCC TCC 5', 3', 5', 3'. This way, this way. Then, okay, these three enzymes you remember. That's enough for me. Then we will move on to the next unit. Vandra, correct again? Sorry. Okay, ma'am. So let me now talk about this. So this is how they cut actually. Either cut my new. How it cuts, you write this here only. So what is the stick form? Here we have GATCC and here is G left. This is one unit. Plus, what is the another unit left? G here. CCTAG. These are the two units. Two pieces formed. Okay? Bharadra? Okay. So let's now talk about the remaining thing. What's the remaining thing? We have to learn about the vectors. So what are the vectors? Right now we are going to talk about the vectors used in genetic engineering. This is the way how it is being cut. Now I'm talking about the vectors. So what are the vectors? Vectors are those that are used to they are used to transfer our genome, right? So listen, so what are vectors and why do we use them, right? Listen. So when we want to transfer our genome from one organism to another organism or to multiply particular bacteria, bacteria has own way of defense system. No, it will not allow our genome. So you need to take help of something from the bacteria itself that can be introduced using that. Normally that is a plasmid. We call these as genetic vectors or the gene vectors. What are the vectors we are going to use? So first one being the plasmid. Mainly plasmid vector is very famous here, so I will give you only plasmid vectors. So what is plasmid then? Whenever you observe the bacteria, imagine this is the bacteria, it has its main genome, right? This is a double-stranded circular DNA. It's a main genome of the bacteria. Apart from that, the bacteria may have small circular DNA fragments that can independently multiply in the cytoplasm. More than without the main genome multiplying. These are called the plasmids. These are the plasmids. So how to define plasmid? They are the circular double-stranded DNA fragments in the cytoplasm of bacteria that have independent replication capacity. Correct? So plasmids are a type of circular double-stranded DNA fragments present in the bacterial cytoplasm that have the ability of independent replication. Before the bacteria multiply, these are multiplying. They form many copies. Okay, so you can see one I have drawn here. It's a plasmid. It can form 100 copies within the bacteria. Okay, this is how it is useful for me. So what is a single plasmid looking like? It looks like a circular DNA. You can make out here. It's a double-stranded circular DNA. It will possess independent replication capacity because of one genome present over here. We call it as the origin. Origin refers to origin of replication. It refers to origin of replication gene. Then it will have some other areas like this, which are normally separate genes by which we can recognize a bacteria. Okay. How it is, just let me tell you how it is useful. Let me know. Let me explain you. Imagine you are growing a bacteria. You want to identify one particular bacteria. You have a mixture of bacteria, right? Now, imagine how to grow the bacteria. Do you know that? Bacteria are grown in the culture media in a petri dish. It's a petri dish. You will have a lot of culture media to add, and a lot of bacteria will grow forming colonies. These are called the bacterial colonies. Suppose you want to select one bacteria from this. Imagine it may be E. coli. But a lot of other bacteria are also growing. Then we should analyze what there is some special character present in the plasmid that provide resistance to certain antibiotics to certain bacteria. Hence, they have a lot of genome. Like we have some genes for color character, some for hair character. Like that, plasmid also possesses certain genes. These genes will have the ability to resist certain antibiotics. Okay. So I hope you know already antibiotics, something I told you about antibiotics, the one that kills other microorganisms than antibiotic. One kind of microbe killing other microorganisms. Suppose how they used, suppose you get some infection, they'll give you antibiotic, right? Antibiotic ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಜ್ವರ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ನೆಗಡಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. Your doctors, what they will do? They can't see what bacteria is attacking. They will give the prevailing antibiotics. ಈ ಸುಮಾರು ಜನಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟೈಫಾಯ್ಡ್ ಫೀವರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಟೈಫಾಯ್ಡ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ antibiotics ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, thinking that it may be that same thing, right? It's like a trial and error. Suppose the bacteria that is infecting you has susceptibility. It may get killed by that particular antibiotic. It will become all right. But suppose you are not suffering from typhoid, you must be having something else pathogen in the body. Then this antibiotic will not work to kill that bacteria. Do you understand this? This is very thoroughly, you should get it in your mind. Therefore, whenever you see, I've seen a lot of people in the house, somebody all are suffering from fever, they get one dose of antibiotics, everybody will be taking. This is wrong. Because my system is different from my sister's system. your brother, your mother, everybody's systems are different. Therefore, you can't use a single antibiotic to all. Why? Because these antibiotics are being resisted by certain bacteria. That is because of the resistant gene for certain antibiotics. Do you understand this? Particular bacteria will resist certain antibiotics. Okay, imagine you have taken something like ampicillin, after 1 week also nothing happened, you are still suffering. That means the bacteria which is infecting you has got antibiotic resistance against tetracycline, whatever you are taking, amoxicillin. Then you go to the doctor, they will change the antibiotic. They say, I'm changing the antibiotic, means you have to leave the first one. Why do they do so? Because they have not seen the bacteria. The first antibiotic is not working, then they will give trial and error second antibiotic. Are you getting it? Therefore, it is only trial and error basis. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆಯಾ? ಈಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಡ್ ಪೊಸೆಸ್ ದ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 1 or 2 antibiotic resistant genes. One antibiotic resistant gene 1, it may be antibiotic resistant gene 2. So it may have 1 or 2 resistance against antibiotics. Do you get it? These particularly bacteria are not having 2. So maybe it has a resistance against ampicillin, because AMP resistance and tetracycline resistance to antibiotics resistance ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಗ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ಗೆ ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ ಆಂಪಿಸಿಲಿನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೆಟ್ರಾಸೈಕ್ಲಿನ್ಗೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಆರಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಆಯ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅವರು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಪುಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ampicillin into the culture media. Those bacteria who don't have resistance against ampicillin will all die. Okay, remaining ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ampicillin resistance ಇದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ I put tetracycline, some more will die. Those who are surviving, what are they? They have the resistance against both ampicillin and tetracycline. So I can identify easily. Vella ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾಗೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಒಂದೇ it has resistance against both the antibiotics. So I can blindly believe that this is this bacteria because it has been selected by using the antibiotics. Therefore, these antibiotic resistant characters act as the marker genes. Marker genes, marking them, it becomes easy. Means you can identify it. Marker genes ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ 100 ಜನ ಕೂತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಪಾಠ ತಿಳಿದಿದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ನೀವ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡ, ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ಬೇಕಾಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಓ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ, ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಮಾರ್ಕರ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಒಂದಷ್ಟು 120 ಪೊಮೇರಿಯನ್ ಡಾಗ್ಗಳಿದೆ. ಪೊಮೇರಿಯನ್ ಡಾಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಳಿಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಣ್ ಕರಿಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಚಿಟ ಪುಟಾಣಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Imagine in that group, your Pomeranian dog also has gone in the group of 20 dogs. How do you identify your dog? Before leaving that, you either give them signals. Hey, Bob, on the put some nice red color ribbon. In all of them, this will be a red ribbon. We can select it. Bacteria, thousands and millions of bacteria are growing in a culture media. If you want to select a particular bacteria that has resistance against ampicillin and resistance against tetracycline, then to the culture media you are going to add them. Those who don't have resistance will die. So these characters of resistance to antibiotics act like a marker genes. They are called the selectable markers. Very important word I am using. Marker genes are the selecting markers or selectable markers. Are you getting this? This is a very technical thing. Okay, ಇದನ್ನ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. I will wait for your questions. ಇದು ತಿಳಿತಾ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿ. ಬರೀ ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ. Anything you didn't understand, you tell me. Hello children, where are you? 1 and 7 ಉಳಿದವರೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲೋದ್ರು? ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂತೀನಿ ಈಗ ನಾನು. I don't understand. I will ask you a question. explain again marker genes. Okay, I will ask you a question. Define the plasmid. Look, circular chromosomal DNA. Allah, chromosomal DNA alla idu circular double stranded DNA other than the chromosome. It's an extra chromosomal DNA. Allah bari ashte bariyangala one line bariyangala kushal. It is a extra chromosomal circular double stranded DNA that has the ability of independent multiplication. Independent multiplication. Bariyangala Kamal Tejaswini, you should write details. Double-strand circular DNA present in the cytoplasm of the bacteria capable of independent. Correct. Kanika is right. Complete. I want you to write. Good. Extra chromosome double-stranded DNA, circular double-stranded DNA, circular double-stranded DNA capable of independent replication. Good. In bacteria, add one more word. In the bacteria. Alright? Done then. Okay. So ಈಗ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಯಾರೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಮತ್ತೆ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಜೀನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಡ್ it will have one gene called origin which is gene for origin of replication then it will have some marker genes andre to mark the bacteria you have certain genes how to identify how to mark the genes andre if this bacteria is present in group lot of bacteria are there to mark that see so many colonies are growing 1 2 3 4 colonies are there you want to mark those bacteria which have resistance against this antibiotics add the antibiotics those who survive all will die those who don't have resistance will die those who are surviving have got the resistance against antibiotics and that means they have that particular plasmid which is resistant to certain antibiotics therefore they are called the marker genes right so actually antibiotic resistance is an inbuilt property actually bacteria ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಣ bacteria like TB bacteria observe TB is such a fast mutating bacteria ಅದೇನಂದ್ರೆ tuberculosis ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು particular antibiotic ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಆ antibiotic ತಗೊಂಡು within no time it will mutate and become resistant ಆ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ability ಇದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ genetic engineering ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು resistance ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆ ತರ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಹಾರ್ಮ್ಲೆಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಜೀನ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಡ್ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಆ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಿಡ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಅಂತ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ this ability putting the antibiotics the best method add the antibiotic if the bacteria has got resistance that will survive so that is a selecting thing you can select that easily right so mostly how to select ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೂಟ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ they will be throwing in the belt it will be passing to collect your suitcases and luggages you go to luggage belt ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀರಾ so many times I observed all the suitcases are same like red colored American tourist ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ how to identify yours will become big issue ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಕಾಣ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ suitcase ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದೊಂದು ಲೇಬಲ್ ಅಂಟಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಲೇಬಲ್ ಏನೋ ರಿಬ್ಬನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ಸಿ nowadays earlier I used to put nice yellow ribbon. Nowadays I have observed everybody is putting yellow ribbon. So what I am doing is very nice thing. I'm doing ಸುತ್ಲಿ ದಾರ ಇರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಬ್ರೌನ್ ದಾರ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಯಾರು ಕಟ್ಟಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ನಾನು. ಹಾಗೆ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಈಸಿಯರ್ ಇಫ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್, ರೈಟ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ದೀಸ್ ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟಬಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕರ್. ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಕಲರ್ಸ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಬೈ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡಿಂಗ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಐ ಪುಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಕಾಲನಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಬ್ಲೂ ಕಲರ್ಡ್. ಆವಾಗ ಮಾರ್ಕರ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋಸ್ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ, ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಇಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಮಾರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. Like in your class, I ask you a question on biotechnology, it's one marker. If I ask plant anatomy, another marker, right? Plant anatomy ಸುಮಾರು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಹಳ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಮಾರ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನೋಡೋಣ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಯಾರು ದೀಪಿಕಾನೇ ಅವ್ರ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Lisha, you are not responding much. Lisha, let me see whether you understood it. Lisha Gowda. Yes, ma'am. She is very silent girl. Understood this? Write down vectors or genetic vectors heading. Or cloning vectors. Vectors or gene vectors or cloning vectors. Vectors are normally the vehicles that are used to transfer the desired gene to the host bacteria, and carry desired gene like a passenger DNA. Desired gene like a passenger DNA. Passenger ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? Passenger DNA. like a passenger DNA. These vectors carry desired gene through recombinant DNA technology. Through recombinant DNA technology. These include first one, heading, main heading, plasmids. Plasmids. Okay, now I'll do one thing. I will take the attendance. So only from ASE, you must say yes, ma'am. Okay. Now, first ASE students say yes, ma'am. How many of you are there? I'll check it. ASE students. Fourteen members only said yes. Sixteen members. ಬೇಗ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. So I'll consider 18 is a end number. So 18 ASE, that's all. Slow motion ಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಈಗ. How long you will take? AC ಮಾತ್ರ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನ ಎರಡನೇ 1 2 3 ಐದ್ರೆ ಅಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ತಗೊಂತೀನಿ. I'll count 1 2 3. So AC totally 23 students. 1 2 3. Now AC students don't answer. AC ಅವರು ಯಾರು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ನಾನು 23 ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮಂದಿ ಯಾರು ತಗೊಂತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay. Next. Now Carmel students. Carmel students, 19 students have said yes. 20 students said yes. ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗರೇ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Carmel, 20 students, all of you, totally 20 students. I'll say 1 2 3. 20 students from Carmel, 1 2 3. So 20 I'm ending. So Sanya is the last one, 20th number. Okay. Next, Oxford students, huh? Next college order. Students. Carmel agoytu. Carmel I have finished already. I don't consider remaining people. Next, Oxford students. Honestly, today only I am seeing your yes, ma'am. All these days I never seen you. Next, college students are Oxford or yaro? No. I finished already. You are not answering. Cordial students. Cordial ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Cordial. Okay. It's from Chinmay in the start ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಚಿನ್ಮಯಿಯಿಂದ ಶುರುವಾಗಿದೆ. 3 ಜನ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರೋದು. Cordial. Only 3 students are there. Huh? $105 ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂತು ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ? $105 ಯಾರು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ? Cordial students. I'm watching Cordial. Bindushri, Chinmayi, Chandrika, Soumya. Eleven ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ. 11 ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 ಆಯ್ತು. Some of them are missing actually. Okay, leave it now. Write down plasmid. It is an extra chromosomal double-stranded DNA fragment. It is an extra chromosomal double-stranded DNA fragment present in the cytoplasm of bacteria. Cytoplasm of bacteria, and it has the independent replication capacity. Independent replication capacity. I repeat, plasmid is a double-stranded DNA fragment, extra chromosomal double-stranded DNA fragment. Plasmid is an extra chromosomal double-stranded DNA fragment present in the cytoplasm of bacteria. And it has independent replication capacity. I repeated. Question. ಆಯ್ತಾ ಬರ್ದು? Next, right? Typical plasmid possess following characters. Typical plasmid possess following characters. Write down. First one, origin. The gene for origin of replication. The gene for origin of replication that is responsible for self-replication of plasmid. That is responsible for self-replication of plasmid. Origin, origin that is responsible for self-replication of plasmid. What should I repeat, Mehak? Mehak, what do you want me to repeat? Origin that is responsible for self-replication of plasmid. Next point. Okay. Under natural conditions, each plasmid can replicate and produce. Each plasmid can replicate and produce 20 to 30 copies in each cell. (20 to 30 copies in each cell). Next point. If desired gene is attached to the plasmid, if the desired gene is attached to the plasmid, the number of copies can be increased within the cell. If the desired gene is attached to the plasmid, then it can multiply into number of copies within each cell. Within each cell. I repeated, Sanjit. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ DNA ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಅದು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. Done? Okay, next. Selectable markers. Normally, the plasmids possess certain identifying genes through which the bacteria can be identified and also the bacteria that are not transformed can be identified. And also the bacteria that are not transferred also can be identified. Plasmids possess some important genes like antibiotic resistant genes. Antibiotic resistant genes. Or certain genes for toxic substances. Certain genes for toxic substances. Or some genes for coloring the colonies. Coloring the colonies. Coloring the colonies. Okay, write down. These genes act as selectable markers. Selectable markers. Write this. First you write the bacteria and plasmid. One plasmid you draw like this. Circle. Done? Okay, I repeat. The marker genes can be, I repeat the sentence. Marker genes like antibiotic resistance, comma, genes for production of toxic substances, comma, genes for coloring the colonies, colonies, coloring the colonies. Okay. Write one drawing. First write the bacteria there with the genome and the plasmids. One this drawing. Two diagram. One general plasmid structure, one that one. Did you draw this? Draw this first. Did you finish? Did you finish drawing all of you? Antibiotic resistant gene 1 and 2. Both of you are written? Did you write all of you? Then. Okay, listen students. Actually today we have a first year orientation class actually. Kiran sir is addressing and we want to speak there. That's the reason I'm going to stop the class now. It's end for today. Tomorrow we are going to continue. Is it fine? Tomorrow we'll continue this. Okay? So I'm going to end it. See you then. Bye. Bye dear. Bye bye bye. Enjoy. Tomorrow same time, okay? Regular class.